Hey guys, so we're going to start off as normal with our warm-up. Then we'll go straight into our stretch session, which is hip opening. My favorite, as you guys know. We're going to start off, before we do the warm-up, I'm going to show you guys the new product releases that I have for the year. Not for my 4th year anniversary of Stretch and Flex. Saying thank you to you guys, of course, as a little celebration. There's 2 product releases, not just one. So one of them will be knee pads, which of course we are always using during class. I'm going to be using them today as well. So we have those. And then we have grip socks, but we have 2 different pairs of grip sock. So we have just a standard sock. Okay, with a stretch and flex mark on them. And the other is a crisscross, more like a ballet type. Let me put it on my hand so you kind of see what I'm talking about. More of a ballet type, just like this, and then the grips look like this. Okay, so I'll link them in the description for you to purchase if you want to, or to have a look at them on the website. Right, but now we are going to get straight into the session. Warm up. We are starting off with our star jumps, and it's 100 star jumps, of course, as usual. We are starting in 3, 2, 1. And relax. Gosh, that felt really hard today. Also, if you hear any weird noises or weird movement, my dog is literally right behind the camera. So yeah, she really just wanted that she's had a hard day at work. Okay, legs and feet apart. We are going for some lunges, dipping as low as you can. Just like this. And we're going to hold. And relax. Coming up, hips go around, big circles. Make sure you're really lifting the knee. And we're bringing it in. And relax. Legs and feet apart. And we are dipping into our hips straight down. Like this. And we're doing the same thing, straight legs. Make sure you're bouncing with it. And we're going through the legs. And relax. Give me a second. Okay. So for our next one, it's my little strength test that we always do. Our moving stretch, still warming up. So we're gonna have our legs and feet together to start with, and our arms nice and tight by our ears, looking just like this. Okay. You want to keep your arms up the whole time. Little strength test for your arms and your shoulders and your legs. We are kicking up as high as you can. Your foot is going to be up. Your toes is going to be up to the ceiling just like this, so that when you kick up, you feel the stretch. Every time your leg comes up, you want to feel the stretch down the back of your leg. Okay? So we'll start off with the right leg coming up. Arms nice and tight by the ears. Kicking up in 3, 2, 1. And we are changing sides. Try to keep the leg as straight as possible. 3, 2, 1. And we're going out to the side, going back to the right leg, out to the side. You can point your toes for this one. Change your sides. Oh, feeling this. Step back. We're going with the right leg again. Change sides. Last one. Perfect. And we're going to do something similar, but this time we are crossing the body. So you're going to have your arms out to the sides. You're going to have your arms out to the sides just like this, and you're kicking up as you can. Again, you're keeping the leg as straight as possible. So don't focus on how high you can kick. Focus on how straight you can keep your leg. Okay, that's what's more important. Then you'll get the good stretch in the entire back of the leg. Arms up to the side. When you kick up, toes are coming up to the ceiling as well. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And we are jogging on the spot. This is our last section. I'll go for high knees. And kicking your bum. Star jumps. Relax. Perfect. Grab yourself some water. We'll take a little break. Then we'll go straight into our session. Okay. I hope we are ready. So we are going to start our session, today with frog pose. We usually finish with frog pose, but today we are starting. So going in strong, 5 minute frog pose hold. Today we're going to do something slightly different. After every 1 minute, we are going to change our positioning. So let me show you. Of course, if there's any newcomers, I always have to explain each stretch correctly, even if you are a regular YouTube live attender or to my classes in general, in person classes, I always explain the stretch. So here's your frog pose, your standard frog pose, right here. Okay, this is our usual frog pose, but today we are going to change positioning. So we're going to start up just like this, but I don't want you to just be up on your hands, okay? I want you to actually sink your hips into the floor, arch the back, okay? It needs to be arched. If you need any help, maybe use some yoga blocks underneath your hand, okay? And you can slightly bring the head back. That will be 1 minute hold. Then you'll come down again to your standard, and we'll keep going like that until our 5 minutes is up. Every time you need to change, I will let you know. So if you have carpet, a rug, etc., that's fine to be on. You don't, please don't use the mat if you can. Okay, we're trying to get as low as we can to the floor. We don't want the yoga mat to limit us. If you have knee pads, sorry, core sliders, put the core sliders underneath your knees. If it's still a bit hard, then you put the knee pads on top of the core sliders, then you put your knees on top. Okay, the core sliders are going to make it way easier for you to slide on this floor. If you're going to be working on flooring, then of course you're just going to slide down nice and easy, especially if you have leggings, jogging bottoms on, etc. Okay, I'm going to use my knee pads and my core sliders just because I want to get as close to the floor as possible. So let me get the timer ready. So if you remember, you want your body to be in a tabletop. Make sure your hips are directly on top of your knees, not pushed back like this and not too far forward like this. Okay, keeping your bum up. All we're doing is separating our knees and our feet. Leave your bum where it is. This might be a little bit harder to bring down. Just like this. Okay? You don't want to come down. That's making it a bit harder for me. You don't want to you don't want to come down and then start to do this, pushing your bum back and holding it here. Okay, this is incorrect. Make sure you're keeping your hips on top of your knees. Okay, pulling down just like this. So we're gonna start now. Arching the back. You really want to feel the stretch in your lower back and your hips. That's 20 seconds to go. And we are coming down. That's 1 minute up. I do. Stop. Sorry guys, that's my dog. She's making a bare noise. I think we missed the timer. Let's come up. I've got a shorter one for this up one. We missed the 1 minute. I hope you guys are feeling this as much as I am. I feel like I haven't stretched in years. Gosh. And we're coming back down. Last 1 minute, we are coming up. Deep hip opener. And we can relax if you can, because I know you should be feeling this. Bring the knees in. And you just want to squeeze your knees to your chest so you can release the tension in your hips. Fold over. Perfect. Good. So for the next, we are going to do a side lunge. We'll go into our lunge section. The side lunge is slightly harder to get than a forward lunge, but the main thing to remember again is posture. Okay, your footing, where your feet are, where your hips are, is what really matters with this one. Okay, I'm going to show you also how to use a chair, bench, whatever you have at home, even your sofa, um, to get into this position, as well as your yoga blocks, because we always use our yoga blocks, but some people may not have them, may not want to buy them, may be can't afford them, and just wants to use what they have at home. So I'm going to show you how to do that too. First of all, I'm going to show you what the stretch is. So side lunge, we'll start off with our left leg. So the left leg is the one that's going to be bent. The opposite will be the straight leg. That will be our right side. Okay, we're going to come out as wide as we can, and we are sinking our hips into the left leg, coming down just like this. Okay, and as you can see, I'm pulling my right leg away from me so that I can sit into my hips a little bit more, just here. Okay, there are easier ways to get in this that I will show you. This here is very painful and is quite advanced. So again, you can use your yoga blocks. So from being here, you can just slide into it just like this. Make sure your foot is turned out to the side. Coming down. If this is as far as you can go, that is fine. Use your elbow to push the knee back, and we'll hold it just here. Showing you with a chair. Let me bring the chair a little bit lower. Okay. So this will be a good little assistance for you as well. Okay, you'll hold onto the chair, and same thing, you'll come down. You can even lean into the chair just like this. Watch my right foot, that's going to be the straight one, and I'm sliding into the stretch just like this. You can really use this to support yourself. okay, you will still feel the stretch in your hips right here. I'll try to show you more what my knee looks like to the front. Okay, just like this. You can't see me properly, but you can see my feet, which is my feet and my legs, which is what is important. Okay, I'm bent. My left side is bent, my right side is straight. We are pushing into our hips, using the chair to help us, and we are stopping right here. Again, you can really hold onto the chair to support you just like this. Okay, this is the stretch. You want to push your hips forward. You want to push your hips forward and bring the knee back, okay? So, I'm going to show you again with the yoga blocks. And we are coming out to the side. We're going to do a 30-second hold. Here, legs and feet apart. And we are sliding in. And we are holding. Amazing. And we are changing to the opposite side. Again, a more advanced way is to just go straight over, which is like this. Okay. My posture is exactly the same. If you can't do it this way, then you reset and you go into the stretch, okay? So again, we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So legs and feet apart. We are now bending our right leg, straightening the left, sliding down as far as you can. Try to keep your chest up, not towards the floor. You want it straight ahead. And we are holding here. Timer is on. Really push the knee back so you can feel the stretch. A deeper stretch in the hips. And we have 5 seconds. And relax. Okay, moving on to our other lunges. We're going to go into a lizard pose first. Again, a bit more advanced, but I will show you a slightly modified way that will help you, which will be with your yoga blocks. You can either use 1, 2, or more, okay, however many you need. The yoga blocks are going to help bring the floor to your hands or your arms, okay? So we are going to start with our left leg first. Remember, the posture is what is going to count. I'll move this so you can see my foot. Okay, we are sinking our hips into the floor and pushing them forward. So right here, sinking the hips into the floor. You want your knee to be directly on top of your ankle, okay? This is exactly what you want your stretch to look like. Not this, which is over my ankle and all my toes. And this one is too far out. This is a stretch, but this is more advanced. Okay, so you just want your knee directly on top of your ankle. Make sure you're checking your posture. Use a mirror, whatever it is that you need. Film yourself. That's even better. Okay, then we are bringing our arms down on the inside of our leg, right here, which is an advanced lunge called a lizard pose. So how you can modify this is you will grab your yoga blocks. If you need to stack them, then stack them just like this. Then you'll bring your arms down still on the inside, right here. Okay, really sinking your hips into the floor, keeping your head forward and taking slow, deep breaths. And we are going to hold for 1 minute. try not to round your spine as well. So if you can get down to the floor, but your posture is incorrect, then again, don't worry about how low you can go. Worry more about your posture because the stretch still counts. You don't want a curved spine in the stretch, hunched over like this. Use your yoga blocks that will bring you up. Stretch will be the same, but back will be nice and flat. Posture is the key here. And it's 15 seconds on the timer. And we are coming straight up into our normal lunge. Right here. You can rest your arms on your front leg, but you don't want to rest your entire body just like this, or even on the floor. Okay, we're taking the pressure from our hips. We want to center our gravity right here so that you feel the stretch in your hips. If you have yoga blocks and you need a little support, hold it either side of you here. And we are changing sides. The exact same thing. Remember, we're checking our posture and our footing is correct. This is the lunge. And we are coming down on the inside. Again, use the yoga blocks if you need to. Make sure you have a nice flat spine. So now I can show you what I mean on this side. You don't want to be curved over like this. And if this is what you are, but your arms are down, okay, you don't want to be doing the incorrect stretch. Okay, grab your yoga blocks and make sure your spine is nice and straight like this. Okay? It's not about if you can touch the floor or not. It's about posture. That's 25 seconds on the timer. And we're coming up to a normal lunge. Keep the hips nice and low. And relax. Okay, if you need to, squeeze your knees together again to relieve the tension. Okay, we are going into one of my favorites, which is a straight leg fire hydrant. Okay, if you know fire hydrants, those are the glute exercises, which is this. Okay, but we are going to be doing a straight leg one, working the hips. The bent leg one works the hips as well, but the straight leg is slightly more advanced. Then we'll do straight leg into a half pigeon again, which is a little bit more advanced. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Let me just remove the chair. And I'm going to come slightly out to the side so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. Let's start with the left leg. Again, we're coming up to our tabletop posture, straight leg. Our leg, you want it in line with your hips. You don't want it too far forward or too far back, okay? You want it here in the middle, directly in line with your hips. And we are lifting up as you can. Here and down. We're going for 10 in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Very painful. This next one, we are sliding down. Again, let me move over. We are sliding down. So we just finished our raises. We are sliding down as far as we can, keeping our hips in line with the leg. Straight down, just like how we did with the frog pose, right here. And we are holding. And relax. We are repeating the same on the opposite side. Tabletop, leg nice and straight, in line with the hip. And we are coming up. Sliding down. Keep the hips in line with your leg. And hold. Shadow. And relax. Perfect. So, the next, it'll be something similar, but we'll be going to the back. This time, you're going to keep the leg up. So we are staying here. We're dropping halfway, straight back up. So you don't want to come here, not straight to the floor. Okay, we are stopping midway. Leg stays up. We're coming down. and up, down and up. Really strengthening up the glutes. This is exactly what we need for our hip opening sessions. Nice strong glutes, and that will take the pressure off our lower backs as well. So we have finished here. Drop the leg, and we are tucking the leg that's at the front. So swinging your leg forward, and we are pushing back. Okay, bring this leg out, and you want to be sitting on top of your leg like this. You don't want to be sitting on your bums. I'll show you what I mean to the front. Here, you don't want to be sitting like this. You want to be on top, as if you was doing a split. And we are holding, arch the back, chest up. And we are coming down flat. Again, make sure you have a nice flat back. If you do not, use your yoga blocks to help you. You don't want to be hunched over like this. You want a nice flat spine. And we are changing sides. This is our last bit for the session. Leg comes up, and we are dropping down. And we are untucking the leg at the front, and we are pushing back. Arching the back, sinking into your hips. And we are coming down. And relax. Perfect. We have one more stretch. We are going to go into our middle split. Of course, just go as far as you can. Okay. We are going to start with our legs and feet apart and our hands on the floor. Like so. Again, if you have yoga blocks, hold them here. That will help you out a lot. The same way how I showed you how you can use the chair, a bench, a sofa. It's the same way how you can use that for this stretch as well. All your weight onto the bench, chair, whatever it is, and you just slide out as far as you can. We're going to do a 1 minute hold, and we are keeping our legs and hips in line. Okay, remember I said that placement and posture is the most important thing. And we are holding. Come down if you can. And relax. Perfect. Well done. Thank you for those that joined. Thank you for those that will watch the replay. I even felt that session, so I'm sure you guys felt that. My hips actually feel really good now, though. As I said slightly during the session, you do need to strengthen the hips as well as stretching them. Same thing with the glutes. We have to release the tension in the glutes, the tightness in the glutes, and also strengthen them too. So these drills where we was raising either side, and then at the back where it was coming up and down, that will really strengthen up the glutes as well as the hips. Okay. If you have any questions, leave the comments on the replay. Again, I will leave the knee pads and the grip socks in the description for you guys to purchase, etc. But thank you for joining, and I shall see you in my next one. Have a good evening, guys. See you soon.
Too legit.